So I am recording a video, a mediumistic style tarot video on Shirley Chisholm. And if you don't know who Shirley Chisholm is, you better get to Google and look her up now. This is a reading where I let her spirit, her essence, relate what she wants to. I just read the cards. I'm just the interpreter. But I ask her into my space and I try to be respectful. And I also go through the universe and the creator and asking her spirit if she would be willing to just communicate with me through the cards. If there's something she wants to share. So, Shirley was one of the first Black women to run for the office of the presidency in 1972. She was very much worked hard for pro-choice women's reproductive rights. She was way ahead of her time. And she served district in New York, I think for like 7 terms, or I don't know. She was there quite a while, from the 60s until, I think, no, I want to say early 2000s, and she died, I think, in the 2000s. So, I wish that we could find another way to upload videos through our phone, and not just through our phones, to these Instagram TV. I gotta figure that out. All right. Because I want the full screen, and I'm sorry for the way this is laid out. But we'll do the best we can. Miss Shirley, I believe she was Sagittarius. But possibly, I don't know, I'd have to check when her birthday was. November 20, I think, 7th, I want to say. Something around that date. Little fuzzy with that. So let's see what Shirley wants to say. Well, here's the sun, bringing clarity and coming from a place of warmth, light. And she's speaking about the work that she did and how things have people have continued to work on it. Women have continued to work on women's rights. And she's definitely indicating to me, I can see quite clearly there, the progression, and that things are getting better. And that there is reason for great hope. I feel like she's emphasizing, especially with this new era, to make greater advances that will have an even wider impact. Definitely feeling that. She's very proud of the work women are doing, and to I feel like with that sun to be remembered and to be um, part of a group, women that continually try to break boundaries so that they can serve the greater community. It's truly dedication, and she acknowledges that, and she's very impressed, um, and optimistic, and wants to share that optimism. Okay, I'm gonna put those two there. We'll just this is the Ten of Discs. Again, that's falling under the sun. And this is to do with places of power. And this is the Queen of Cups falling under the Eight of Pentacles. And this could be in reference to a woman now that is in office, possibly of a water sign, or has great empathy for serving the people. And I feel like she is referring to a woman of color. So, I mean, my goodness. What's Auntie Maxine's birthday? There's many women. Now we've got Susan Rice. We've got Stacey Abrams. We've got so many really strong women of color compared to when Shirley was one of the first pioneers, really, voices out there. So she is referring to a very empathetic woman in a high position currently. And she's talking about the High Priestess, which is the truth behind the veil. It also deals with some secrets in government. I think where that's going to be revealed, it's systematic. I think she's all right with it. She's like, yeah, it's finally getting revealed for the systematic racism and bigotry all around for women and other minorities too. She thinks this is very good, Empress, and she's glad to see these strong. She's saying women are going to come in and lead the way and use. There's the power of the intuition is going to be very strong there, and foresight. Very strong movement of women really reclaiming the wholeness of who they are, of everything that they've ever been put down for their associated link with intuition and being empathetic, and women are going to own it powerfully. That's what she is saying. And also, I feel like reveal the stuff in places of power that need to be revealed, and protecting those things that need to be protected. But I see the feminine force of the Empress, so that I think she sees we are advancing toward equality. But there are also, for women yet, many, they're not necessarily but many, but some unforeseen yet events coming that will, I feel, be perhaps the first woman president. Maybe she's saying also here that this will be the first woman president. Will end up being a woman, perhaps, but not necessarily, of a water sign. But more, I feel, is upon the empathy and nurturing as a real strength and not a weakness. When, that has been taught. Instead of giving birth is not exactly, light dusting or something. It's a big deal. Women have a great deal of power, and we've been manipulated and gaslighted. And Shirley is quite, I feel like, simply saying, it's time to wake up and reclaim your power. And there are events yet on the horizon for women that will be very empowering. Where they grow in the strength of intuition and just nurturing and looking out for people and looking out for themselves and coming into their strength so that they can help others in society, make society better. And it's just that women are bringing something very much needed in, and she's showing that she's very happy that they are in these places of power. I feel like she might be referring to a woman president yet to come here. Some things have yet to be worked out, because this is falling under the High Priestess. But we are moving forward towards equality. And we will be leaving behind a very choppy time where bigotry was addressed, truly addressed, is what I'm feeling here, to where, and she's wanting to give us hope, say it is worth it. It is worth the fight. If you stop and think, is this ever going to get any better? She can tell you from her perspective, it certainly has, and it's continuing to. And so she wants, I feel like, to encourage us all to continue to fine-tune equality for everyone. All right? Thank you, Shirley. That's a really cool message. Yep, it is a time, she's indicating, of dealing with past. We'll have to deal with how people have been treated and have real conversations about that. But we are advancing, and that's how you advance. Okay. I think that's it. See you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you can also find me on YouTube, Maya's Tarot. And the link is in my bio. Thank you so much.